travelers. I'm gonna try to speak loudly and clearly so you can hear me over this beautiful babbling brook behind me. So I hope you all enjoy that with this low-tech operation here. So I hope you all are doing amazing and that you're all, anyone listening to this is able to tap into the peace in our heart that's always there, that portal to source creation, and to know that we always have the power to bring our attention, our focused awareness to whatever we choose in every moment. And and being present in this now moment, because the now is all that's real. So, feels really good to be in nature, I gotta say. I stopped a couple places today and was just splashing beautiful water on my face and connecting with the earth and the sun and all the elements. Colorado really is just a magical wonderland, and people that like nature definitely tend to come here, or like it's, that's really accurate, I'd say. So today, one topic that I've been wanting to talk about for a while. It is something about how, the same phenomena that describes how near-death experiences happen and how we can travel out of our bodies at night, astral travel, is it's the same concept as what happens if a person or an animal or a being dies, and the notion of ghosts the phenomenon of ghosts, spirits, concept of someone haunting or being stuck or visiting rooms or in a house or certain locations, wherever it is. So now I wanted to talk about the science behind that, because it's all the same topics that I did all those early videos on: charge collapse and neg entropy and heterodyning, and this basically plasma vortex that we each have that inhabits our body, our consciousness. It's like a plasma vortex. So now we want, if we're entering and exiting the body, we want that to be smooth, and we want all parts of ourselves, we want to remain whole. And what happens is that if someone has a traumatic death, then they could, parts of their beingness, their soul, could become fractured and remain in this realm to where they're not fully passed. They haven't been able to fully transition. It's like a part of them, they may partially been transitioned, but a part of them is stuck. So I just wanted to bring up, driving, I do see animals on the road, and I was seeing a bunch of them at one point, and I just say a little prayer for each of them. Actually, it's like, really, I just say I love you, and want to make sure that their beingness fully transitioned. And it was interesting because I did have an incident yesterday evening where there was a deer in the road, but I'm very good with spatial awareness. I tend to always need to know everything around me at all times, so I was able to the deer came in the road, I was able to just gently swerve, and we sort of did this little dance. And it was totally fine. But then I saw, and luckily, I saw in my rear view mirror that by me moving like that, the truck behind me must have caught the driver's attention, and I watched as that deer and another one safely crossed the road. So that was really good to see. And we should only do that if we're really sure that there's no other vehicles around us. Everyone makes their own choices in every moment, but for me, it was brought my awareness really present in that moment, and it felt like a gift. in a sense, to have a close interaction with the deer, but be able to come comfortably and smoothly like avoid it. So there are a lot of deer around here, and that's something I'm going to put my intention to, is to them always being safe and clear of all the vehicles, because again, our life is like a video game, so we power it with our consciousness. So the more intention we all put into the animals being safe at all times, and that I guess that's just another reason why the underground trains are a great idea. That came up in a few videos ago, of just knowing that they're already there, and like, okay, well, that means we should be able to get access soon, now that everyone's waking up to them being there, this whole underground infrastructure. So anyway, back to, so ghosts and phenomena like that, we really can help. It's something that I'd say anyone would want to do in teams, and have like certain protocols, and you would want to like make sure you're doing it really safely. But it is the sort of work of like cleaning up the fourth dimension, the astral realm. Some people say there's just a lot of energetic cleanup to do there, and that the fourth dimension is like a bridge between the third and the fifth, and that sort of the third and the fifth are more inhabited, is something that people say, and that sort of the astral realm, we lucid dream and we're astral traveling, that is in the fourth dimension. So yeah, astral hygiene for any of that kind of thing, you just want to be really careful. That's why I like the concept of my higher self, because it's my future self, and when you connect to that part of yourself, like it's you. And so I'd say, like, as much as we do that sort of thing where we check in with our higher self, because it's like creating a bridge, like a quantum time loop bridge through time and space to our future self. But anyway, back to, so those sort of phenomena, if there's like an entity or an energy or a human or someone or something that passed and didn't fully transition, then just, I'd say, having our positive intention. It's not the sort of thing that we want to be like seeking out and trying to keep present. We don't want to, like, I feel like we should avoid supporting it to continue existing, because that's a human that is somehow trapped. There are people that say that sometimes things like that can be dimension, like a connection to another dimension, some kind of portal phenomena. If it could be a real living person that's in a different time and space. I have heard stories of that. I can't remember how they got the evidence or what the evidence was, that it was not a ghost, it was like actually someone in another time and space location, like in that same location but in a different time. Yeah, something like that. Just that Tibetan monks tend to pray on their death for that reason. They visualize their death being smooth. They envision that moment of transition so that it will be beautiful and peaceful and wonderful. And there's this phenomena called the Tibetan rainbow light body, where people see like incredible rainbow phenomena, and there's like physical transmutation that happens with their body to where it disappears or something, or you can look it up. It's like wild, but it's just like a known phenomena. Those people meditating so much their whole lives and focusing on one specific moment in time and space, so that when it occurs, the plasma vortex is so massive, because everything is a plasma vortex, really, really, really fundamentally. And it's like energy is stored and expands and collapses through these patterns of vortexes. And so, consciousness is a plasma vortex. There's so much to this science of consciousness and how it's helping us merge science and spirituality. So we're a ghost phenomena. We have the science now behind it, and I'm sure there's people that use that equipment. They can detect certain things that help indicate the maybe electromagnetic nature of such beings, but we certainly want to assist them to pass is the ultimate goal. So we just sort of set that in our minds that that's a phenomena that we want to clear up from Earth, because I have done that sort of work before where I would reunite them with their loved ones, but again, it does require certain like protocols, and it's not something you want to play around with. You want to be really serious. And so but again, it's just sort of understanding the phenomena, comprehending the phenomena better, and wanting, just to energetically clear spaces that have had something like that happen. Frankincense is a very, very high vibration essential oil. Burning sage is really great. So energetic clearings. Astral hygiene has been like a big topic for me lately, coming up for review and wanting, looking at things like crystal facets and frequencies, and how we need to have our intentions like really pure when we're doing this sort of work. So anyway, but just figured I'd share with you all about that phenomenon, how it's a great intention that we have anyone transitioning through death from this physical plane to the next realm, to the next reality, that they have a peaceful, smooth transition. And by putting our intention in that, like we've been, like I've been bringing up a bunch of times, is that we see in our mind's eye, and that's what happens. Our elders are so important to us. And, anyone, whoever passes from this realm to the next, we just want to set that intention. Like, there's so much incredible technology that as we're getting access finally now, we can basically eliminate all this unnecessary death and suffering and illness and disease. It's just, there's no need for it. Transportation can be like 100% safe all the time. We can eradicate diseases. Like, I'm really hopeful for the future. I hope you all are too. And I hope you enjoyed this journey and connection with this beautiful water. If you are doing energy work of any sort, it is really good to have a water feature in the room so that the energies being released have a path to go. That's something I learned from some seem to be more prevalent knowledge in Europe and other places about that. Maybe like an aromatherapy diffuser as well. And that's why that's great to have in any kind of healing rooms. People doing energy work or body work or whatnot. But all right, well, so good to see you all. It's definitely going to take, I got to maybe find some Wi-Fi so I can upload this. I kind of ran out of data uploading some earlier videos, but so much love as always. And may I just, offer as a reminder, should you choose, just as again as an offering, to see like this rainbow sparkly pixels that are everything around us, and like easing into that deep layer that is like, for me, one layer removed from the 0 point, but it's just this beautiful sparkly pixels, and it's sort of like feeling part of that, knowing we're a part of that, easing into this remembrance of the experience and the experiencer being one and the same. And we are projecting this reality out from the portal of our heart, that Planck portal, in every moment, every now moment, just faster than your eye can tell. So just to create this video game reality as we fly through these frames, these pixel rates, with our little pixels of consciousness. All right, so much love to you all. Hope you're doing well, and we will talk soon.